It is a beautiful night here in Southeast Texas, and the roof is open at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. His first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some space here. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On first down, this is Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Second and 11. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. there's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on third down, Watson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down and...
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Hines. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards brings up 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On the return comes Cobb. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown!
A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
That ties
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 at the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hines. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Geis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Muhammad, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Colts 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eason on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Watson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 22, Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. Kari Willis there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
They go again with Muhammad. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1, eluding the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
28, Jonathan Taylor.
You know, you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
3. First down, Indianapolis.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
2nd and 10.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Number 12.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Colts.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Eason sets to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. It's a foot race. 20.
Showtime
10,
today, baby.
5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception. Eason, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
2nd down, here's Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
29-yard line.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
The 21-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watson now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Texans 42, Colts 7. Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tonight's final score.